Hi, hello, welcome back to another video. So today I have a little challenge for myself. I'm doing 5 different outfits in 5 different aesthetics in hopefully like around 45 minutes is what I've given myself. I'm starting out with this neutral base. It's just like a neutral like standing position that's pretty like gender ambiguous and that's what we're starting out with. I also just have like a Pinterest board of just random stuff, like a mix of like all of these different aesthetics just jumbled into one. So yeah, I'll just have that like open on the side, but I won't be referencing anything in particular. So yeah, the first outfit, I wanted to go for something that was more like ancient Rome inspired. It's very vague, but as I said, I'm not looking at like specific references. I'm just sort of like coming up with an aesthetic and then looking at it at the end being like, yeah, this looks like an ancient Roman person outfit, the fit. Yeah, usually just like, well, how I started out with art is that I would like just design random outfits and then that like inspired me to get better at character art, and then I got into OCs and all of that. But I started out with like a lot of outfit design, and this is honestly how I would do it, is that I would just draw one base and then I would just have fun drawing a bunch of different outfits from the top of my head, just like coming up with like little shapes and experimenting with drapery and like the cuts of the clothes, and I don't know, that's that's how I started out. So I sort of just wanted to like kind of go back to my roots and like do that sort of thing because I haven't done that in a while. Okay, so for the second outfit, I was going for something more, how do you explain this? Like tech, is this techno? Is this like a futuristic techie vibe? Like, yeah. Like it would usually be like a like cargo pants with like a bunch of tassels coming out of it for whatever reason. Not Nike tech, we don't associate with that, but like I guess like futuristic sportswear is the vibe that this gives me. I guess this would be like when you think of a lot of like, or when you see a lot of like futuristic sort of like high-tech outfits, they're for some reason like advanced like sweats and cargos and hoodies. I guess just for the efficiency aspect and the convenience of getting dressed. I don't know, but it's, yeah, it's like a glorified sweatpant. So I'm sort of just, this is like my own take on the the techno vibe. No hate, I just find it funny. So yeah, I sort of gave them like a hoodie slash cape that is like cut around the midriff. Is that where the midriff is? Maybe. It could be lower, it could be higher. I think this hairstyle, I'm trying to think of why I picked this specific hairstyle, and it's kind of beyond me. But I guess I picked it because I could sort of customize like the little hair tassels, and also I guess it sort of matches with every single aesthetic that I was going for, because I was like, should I go with like a longer, like, because it's hard to find a hairstyle that would match between like that would translate well between eras, because I went through like a couple. I was like, should I just shave their head clean? But then I realized that I had to go through the horror of drawing like just a skull, and I can't do that. So like I feel like there's 2 types of artists. There's the artists that can draw hair but cannot draw like a bald head, but then there's an artist that can draw a bald head but cannot draw hair. Also, a different struggle is drawing shoes when they're pointed towards you is harder than it has to be. I feel like sometimes, like with specific shoes, it translates well, but with other shoes, it does not make sense to me. Like, because I feel like when it's facing you, it would have to have like more of like a bulbous, I guess, like tip, because it's facing you. So all of the foot is like condensed into this one part. But I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't look right based on the shoe, or it's like, especially if you have a shoe that's like pointed at the top, it's like, how does that translate if you're looking at it from the front? I feel like all of this could just be like, yeah, all of this could just be solved if I just looked at references, but for some reason I'm so stubborn. Okay, so for this third outfit, I was going for something that's sort of like Renaissance meets casual. Renaissance meets modern casual. Maybe you'll see what I mean the more that we go into this. But I have this sort of like flowy blouse motif, the balloon sleeves, which I am in love with. These are like my favorite things ever. For whatever reason, the person who invented these, I hope both sides of their pillow are cold. Probably because they're dead, but like I hope all sides of their coffin are cold. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on from that. And then I'm also making like a sort of corset to go along with it, because the baggy blouse, corset, slightly fitted pant combo is sort of unbeatable in my eyes. Like, I think it's just the aesthetic. It's the aesthetic. So yeah, the sort of like Renaissance meets modern vibe is mostly just because they're wearing jeans and probably Converse or some sort of sneaker. So I do not think they had those back then. But yeah, in general, like, I didn't want to lean too far into like the stereotype of the aesthetic I'm going for. I just sort of, I take it as a vibe. It's just like, what's the vibe? And that mostly just sort of happens when like the outfit is done. So like usually when I first start out, I'm like, this could literally be anything, and then you sort of see the direction it's going in and you're like, yeah. Or it just completely catches you off guard. Yeah, I feel like when you have like the bases down of the shapes that you want, then you can really like go in and, you know, refine it with patterns and jewelry and all of that sort of thing. And that's sort of like the fun part. It's like when you already made an outfit and you're just doing the easier part. You're just accessorizing. I forgot to say that I use the narinder pencil, or I am using the narinder pencil in this video. So if you're curious, that's what that is. It's one of like the default Procreate brushes. And when you hold it from the side, like if you're coloring with the side of the pen, then it gives you that sort of like more brushy, like soft texture as well. Okay, so for the fourth outfit, I wanted to do something like glam, something elegant, like some sort of evening gown, but with like a little bit of a twist. I don't know if this would really count as like a sci-fi vibe, soft sci-fi core, space core. It's I don't know, it's like a quirky little dress, and I am in love immediately. Sometimes I think about how this dress would practically work, and then I just try not to think about that, because I feel like this would be a nightmare to put on with all the spirals, and I don't know how it would practically like function with all the bits. The end cut of this dress is also pretty interesting, because I wanted it to be sort of fit, sort of like a mermaid cut, but like a tiny bit flowier, and it was a bit of a struggle, but it worked out in the end. And the shoes also were a bit of a struggle. I was like, the angle of the heel still does not look right, but I feel like if you squint your eyes hard enough, then maybe maybe they can exist. Okay, so the final outfit, outfit number 5, is another sort of like ancient, I guess, outfit motif, but this one was more, because the first one was more inspired by like, I guess, Roman, like ancient Roman motifs, but I feel like this one is more ancient Egyptian. The pieces of the outfits that pharaohs often wore, like you'll see it a bit more later. There's a lot of stuff around the waist, a lot of like drapey cloth, and there's also the round circular chest piece that you'll see a bit later as well. I feel like the beginning of this was very hard because it kind of just started to look like a glorified towel until the other pieces sort of started to come in and work together. It's a bit of a trust the process, especially sometimes you don't really know how a specific cut is gonna look until you draw the cut, and then you're like, oh, that does not track. Like here I had like this sort of like diamond neck shape, and it wasn't tracking. Okay, this is where the circular portion came in and sort of saved this outfit because it was just going straight to hell immediately. First it was supposed to be like a long sleeve shirt, and then I was like, you know what, actually let's change it into gloves. Like none of these characters have gloves. Did they really exist at that time? I don't know. That's the one part that's sort of like a I treated myself, okay? I treated myself and I added some gloves just cause. That part not very accurate. Okay, so I've sort of taken the liberty of lining them all up like this in a very intimidating way. Let me show you guys this. I think seeing them like this is really cool. I put it into preview mode. So this is the base that we started with. And then this is like not in order of when I did these. But yeah, just like to look at the outfits change is, I think, really cool. Oh, that's it. I was like, where's the rest? Like, I don't know why that's so satisfying to me. But yeah, this is the squad. It's all just the same person. Yeah, so if you liked this video, if you liked this sort of thing, then like it. Like, comment, subscribe to support this channel. And yeah, check out my channel. I have other videos like this and other videos as well. And I think that's it. Check out the Insta. Yeah. Okay, bye.